Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on...
All right. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a guy who's moved around a bit in his career already. Out of the University of Texas, it's Colt McCoy.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, McCoy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball at the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Third down, McCoy. He's got quick. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it, and taken right on the 30. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. The first carry now for Joey Josefa. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Daniel now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Third and long. It's Daniel. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Now heavy Redskin pressure, and they block it. And from down in Miami, an update. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position. I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps, and that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU, and boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
To throw on third down, McCoy throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. And that is off target to the right. Never had a chance, not even close. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Daniel now on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, here's Daniel. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
That's complete. It's Brian Quick. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
When you're drafted 12th overall, people expect big things out of you, and Sheldon Rankins can provide that. Big, strong, physical player, has excellent quickness, and is really good with his hands, keeping blockers off of him and allowing him to get upfield and into opposing backfields.
Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, McCoy firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Off the bootleg, McCoy. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Here's Joey Yosefo. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the 1st quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll try the air now with Daniel. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, McCoy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And Daniel fakes the handoff. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Karan Reed breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Daniel. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 34 yards there at a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On 1st and 10, McCoy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Now again, here's P-Ryan. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. McCoy. And that'll be incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. McCoy. And that's incomplete. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. And this is not even going to get there. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. All right, let's glance now at our players' spotlight and Chase Daniel. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights, but points obviously hard to come by in this first half. Larry will be in Orlando with our halftime report in about 2 minutes' time.
Yeah, he and his staff, they're putting together nothing but defensive highlights from the first half. And there's nothing wrong with that as far as I'm concerned.
To throw is Daniel. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Here's Daniel, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Daniel. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. 3rd and 2, Daniel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first down throw for Daniel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Daniel. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Daniel. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. To the football, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember.
Well, that pressure came right up the middle. Remember the good old days when they would scheme to make sure that they smacked the guy snapping the ball? And, you know, he had his head down. He's kind of in a vulnerable spot. Rules prevent that now, so you have to go about it a little bit differently, but you can still get pressure there.
And almost always, when you see somebody get to the ball, it comes off the edge. They're able to sneak through the middle of the line. Hard to believe.
Yeah, cardinal rule broken, isn't it? Right up the middle. That's supposed to be a place you protect the most.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing on first down. McCoy. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Redskins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run again with Pirine. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? On first down, it's Daniel. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Shot before the break, Daniel. And this one's incomplete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back now at the scoreless first half. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Saints have it late in the second. Carr is found on the quick pass, and he'll be tackled at their own 44-yard line. They would come up empty-handed on the drive, though, missing the field goal. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Guyton.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Looking to throw on second down. Daniel. And his throw is incomplete. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run on the draw. And they'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives them a first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Daniel on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Caught, right side, it's Lewis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now P-Ryan looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And this will be incredible field position as that'll kick out of bounds inside the opponent's 35-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Daniel. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Daniel finding room to the 20. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. handoff as they run the counter play. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Operating from the gun, Daniel. The quick slant caught. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Daniel. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. It's 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. Here's McCoy. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. First down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carr. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First and 10, Daniel. Caught by Snead over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Off play action. Daniel. Throw left side complete. That's Carr. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Now Daniel off the bootleg. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Now a handoff working right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, McCoy. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again, McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, McCoy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCoy got his man over the middle. This is quick. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Now McCoy. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. McCoy under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. All right, let's glance now at our players' spotlight and Chase Daniel. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, Daniel. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joey Josefa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now Daniel. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken near the 13. Oh, able to avoid him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. That
one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second down. McCoy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down. McCoy. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. McCoy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, McCoy. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. From the gun, McCoy. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second down. McCoy throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Samaje Pirine, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Operating from the gun, McCoy. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, McCoy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now Chase Daniel and the offense heading back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because